Okay, so the plan of the campsite is drawn using a scale of 1 to 1000. What distance in meters is represented by 1 centimetre on the plan? Well, this scale means this is the plan and this is kind of real life. So 1 centimetre on the plan is represented by 1000, and we keep the units the same, 1000 centimetres. So it's 1000 centimetres, and we want the answer in metres, so there are 100 centimetres in a metre, so that equals 10 metres. Write that a bit bolder so that we can see it. 10 metres, so 1000 centimetres, which equals 10 metres. Okay, then Gemma pitches her tent T at the campsite. The shower block B is 70 metres northwest of her tent. So northwest, so north, and however you remember this, we write we across there, or never eat shredded wheat, or naughty elephants squirt water, or whatever other anachronism you use to remember that. We want northwest, so we want over here, and so it's directly in between, so it's going to be 45 degrees off. So I get my protractor, I put the cross on the cross there, and then I use the scale that starts at 0 where I want it to. So I'm on the north line, I measure 45 degrees left, so 10, 20, 30, 40, between 40 and 50, so that's 45. So there, trying to be as accurate as possible. There's my 45, I'd say it's slightly more there. There we go, 45 degrees. And so I'm going to draw in this line fully first, and then I want 70 metres. Well, 10 metres was 1 centimetre on the plan, so 70 is going to be 7 centimetres. So 7 centimetres, and then there, so I put a little cross there, and that is going to be my label it B. Okay. The shop is on a bearing of 75 degrees from the shower block. So the shop is on a bearing of 75 degrees from the shower block and 105 metres from Gemma's tent. So the shop is a bearing of 75 metres from the shower block bearing. So bearing, we need to measure, bearings are measured from north, so we need to draw in ourselves a north line. So there's our north line. And they're measured clockwise, so we're going to have our protractor round this way. We're now measuring clockwise using the other north, we're counting from north, and we're going 75 degrees, so line that up, 75, so we are there. So we know that it's got to be somewhere on that line. And then we say the shower block and 10.5 metres from Gemma's tent. 10.5 metres, so it's 10.5 from here. Well, we could kind of do something funny with our ruler, and maybe it's going to be over there a bit. Looks like we might need to extend this line out a bit further, so let's kind of just keep this going because we know that it must be on this line. And then what we're going to do is, rather than kind of guessing with our thing here, the proper way and the proper working that you need to show is actually that we're going to get our pair of compasses and we're going to say, okay, let's put all the points that are 105 meters. So 105 meters is 10.5 centimeters. So let's firstly, let's just go back and label. So that's 45 degrees. That's 75 degrees. This is 70 meters. And then we're going to go 10.5 for 105 meters. So point on 0, stretch it pretty much as far as it'll go. 10.5. There we go. So now I put my point on here and I know that the answer has got to be on this arc because it's got to be 10.5. There I have beautifully drawn an arc. And you leave that in, you don't rub that out, and then you put a little cross where they meet, and that is your shop. Okay. Draw a north line at B and plot the position of the shop. Well, we've done that, so we've drawn the north line, 75 degrees. And then visit the shop referring directly to our tent. In what distance to the nearest 10 meters does Gemma cover? Well, so it's 70 meters here. We know that this is 10.5, which is 105 meters. So we've just got to do this one, which is 12, pretty much exactly 12 centimeters. So that's 120 meters. So we've got 120. And then 105. So we can add those three up. 5, 9, 2, 295. So to the nearest 10 meters, that's 300 meters. And if you'd worked out and you'd got 290 meters, then that would be fine too. Okay, so 290